When it comes to video game music, Sonic the Hedgehog reigns supreme, especially when it comes to the vocal tracks in the series. Having Jun Sonoi's instrumental genius on almost every track, alongside with some of the greatest vocalists of our time like Johnny Gioeli or Kellen Quinn, really helped bring the Sonic series to life in ways that most video game series can't seem to do. The vocal tracks give us as the listener more insight into the situation at hand, or insight into the character's thoughts and motivations. I made a video like this a couple months ago, but I figured it was time to revisit this series by taking a look at all the vocal tracks in the very first game, Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis. Although it was composed by Masato Nakamura instead of Jun Sonoi, these songs are still a masterpiece and deserve more recognition than they get. I hope you enjoy. But before we get too far into the video, I'm going to show you guys how to subscribe, since only like 5% of you actually know how to do it. So first off, you want to grab your mouse. From here, my mouse is right there. You want to drag it over to the subscribe button and click that. It's that easy. Now, let's go ahead and take a listen to the first song on our list, Reference Ready. Reference Ready, sung by Tom Wachowski, is a song played during the first zone of the game, Green Hill Zone. It's an upbeat song about Sonic and his speed, which only makes sense since it's the first song in the series. Sonic Team is really laying the groundwork for who Sonic is as a character and what his motives are in this song. Without further ado, let's take a listen to the first verse. And that's it for Reference Ready. Overall, it's an amazing song. I was just kind of thrown off when the lyrics started talking about Sonic's love of feet, especially his own. Anyways, we can now move on to the next song on our list, Lava Lovers. Lava Lovers, sung by Dr. Ivor Robotnik, is the song that plays while Sonic is running through the second zone in the game, Marble Zone. The song itself tackles Sonic's own self-esteem issues as he deals with the hardships that come with falling into lava. Without wasting more time, let's dive into the song starting with the chorus. And we're done with Lava Lovers. The song in itself was fine, but I feel like the lyrics gave us a much deeper insight into Sonic's fears and insecurities that he hides behind his cool and cocky attitude. It only makes sense though. The song talks a lot about how Sonic witnessed his parents being murdered, and if it weren't for his quick thinking, he would have been toast as well. Kinda dark for the first Sonic game, but whatever. Moving on, let's take a listen to the third song on our list, Copycats. Copycats, sung by Matt Has No Cuts, is the song that plays while traveling through Springyard Zone, the third zone in the game. The song is about Sonic's crippling gambling addiction and how he's already 5 million rings in debt to Knuckles, Tails, Amy, and even Fang. We're getting too ahead of ourselves though, so let's go ahead and listen to the song, starting with the first refrain. And that's all for Copycats, one of my favorite songs in this game, and the lyrics just make it that much better. We get to hear everyone's internal monologue as they decide Sonic's fate, but I'm glad they decided to make him just pay the money back instead of Knuckles' idea, which was, if you remember, skinning Sonic alive, then tearing him apart limb by limb. Very graphic, but reasonable, since Sonic kept accumulating debt throughout the entirety of this zone. From here, we can move on to the next song, Mayhem. Mayhem, sung by Jason Griffith, is a song that accompanies you on your journey through Labyrinth Zone, the fourth zone in Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a slower song all about Sonic's conflicting feelings towards Dr. Eggman. I don't want to spoil it too much, but these lyrics are insane once you realize what they're about. Let's go ahead and listen, starting with the first verse. To keep this video PG, we're gonna need to stop listening there. We can hear throughout the song how Sonic has done a lot of thinking since he moves extremely slowly throughout this zone, and how he's secretly in love with Eggman. He explains the details of his love for Eggman, but we don't need to hear all those intricate details of a human-hedgehog relationship, or at least to the extent Sonic wants to take Eggman into his relationship. Quickly moving away from May's Mayhem, we can listen to my favorite song from Sonic the Hedgehog, Starry Streetlights. Starry Streetlights, sung by Kellen Quinn, is the song that plays while Sonic strolls through the streets of Starlight City and Starlight Zone. It's a song that gives us, the listener, more of an understanding as to why Sonic is running through these zones trying to stop Dr. Eggman's plans. We'll discuss it more throughout the song though, so let's dive into the song starting with the intro. And we're finally done with Starry Streetlights. I didn't expect Eggman's plans to follow what is seen today as modern day Marxism, but it's easy to understand why Sonic is against it. He's a capitalist at heart and his money is for himself. He isn't sharing it with anybody. Well, he needs to pay off those debts to Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Fang, so hopefully he shares his money with them and pays them back what he owes them. From there, we can go ahead and listen to the next song on our list, Zion Zones. Zion Zones, sung by Jesus Christ himself, is a song that plays while sprinting through Scrap Brain Zone. It's all about Sonic and his religious beliefs. If that's something you aren't too comfortable with, then skip to the timestamp on screen. Well, for the people who are still here, let's listen to the song starting with the chorus. And that's it for Zion Zones. Sonic struggles with his religious beliefs, a slang that is more common than one may think. But I do like how the song leaves us off with a bit of a cliffhanger. We need to decide for ourselves if Sonic decided to keep his back turned to Christ, or if he finally decided to follow God's plan for his life. From here, we can take a listen to the final song on our list, aptly titled Final Fortress. Final Fortress, sung by Sonic the Hedgehog himself, is the song that plays while fighting Eggman during the final zone of the game. It's a fitting conclusion to the situation at hand. Sonic finally confronts Eggman to try and get him to stop capturing animals and using them for his badniks. Well, without further ado, let's take a listen to the song one final time, starting with the first verse. That's all we have for Final Fortress. I like the faster tempo of the song and how it showed the inner dialogue from both Sonic and Eggman. It was interesting to hear the opposing viewpoints that these two have, since we never hear them talk in game. It's not my favorite song from the game, but I still think it's a good song overall. Thank you all so much for watching. This video took me years of research and studying to make sure I fully understand what all these lyrics mean, and it would mean so much to me if you subscribe to the channel, left a like on the video, and send this video to as many people as you know so they can understand these songs better as well. With that, I just hope you all have an amazing day today, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Finally, killed that Eggman guy. After all that work, I need a vacation. Maybe I'll go on a trip in the mountains, or relax by a pool in some fancy resort. Who knows?